Good afternoon to you, Mark Suttoth, HurricaneTrack.com, here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for the 24th of August 2015. Taking a look at sea surface temperature anomalies as we begin the week. Always a good place to start. El Nino here, very warm North Pacific here, warmer than I think people thought it would be, main development region here, and a very warm North Atlantic, at least the subtropics as we call it. The extreme North Atlantic a little colder than we usually see, but a very warm northern hemisphere for sure as compared to where it should be. Pretty amazing. As I think more important is the upper ocean heat content, and that's what this map shows us. A lot of energy anywhere you see this red line, anywhere else too. I mean, even this area, lots of heat content, but the higher amounts are through here, and this basically means that the water is not just warm at the surface, but several dozen to perhaps 100 meters deep in some cases, that warm water extending down so that you have the upper part of the ocean nice and warm, not just at the surface. And that gives hurricanes, tropical storms too, developing into hurricanes, more added energy, or what we call ocean heat content. A lot of potential out there as we approach the peak of the season. Looking at actual sea surface temperatures for the East Coast, very warm water in the western Atlantic here, mid to upper 80s. That warm water extending all the way up, not too far south of Cape Cod. That is unbelievable considering how cold it was up there this past winter. The Gulf of Mexico, just a bath for the most part, especially the Northeast Gulf. Water temperatures 88, 89, 90 degrees at the surface, just incredible. If we get a hurricane in any of these areas, that is a lot of warm water. And these next few weeks is where the story will be written for how this season is remembered. Will it be nothing happened or one or two memorable events? We shall see. The next one coming up, 98L right here, on its way to becoming a tropical depression, more than likely in the next few hours. This is the leftovers of Danny. Unfortunately, not bringing very much moisture with it. A little bit, which is better than zero, but not enough to help that drought situation. We'll have to watch 98L, though, as it treks across. I think it's going to go north of the islands just enough, but we'll see. And it could end up somewhere in the vicinity of the Turks and Caicos in the next several days. And this part of the Atlantic Basin could be very favorable for development down the road. So we're going to have to watch this one. Put a check mark by it as a very interesting feature. Another system off the coast of Africa. For whatever reason, maybe it's too much Saharan air coming off with it. This probably won't amount to much. The plots from this morning, the afternoon models will be coming in shortly. This is what it looks like. Again, probably going to end up in the southeast Bahamas somewhere around day 5. And the intensity forecast for 98L, up and up it goes into probably hurricane category. You can see here most of the models indicating that at some point. So we're going to have to watch that. It is prime time. Late August into September is typically when things get going. Let me just show you one more thing in the Pacific so that we do not completely ignore the Eastern Pacific, for goodness sakes. One area here, it's better to show them actually on this particular graphic because it shows where they're headed. One area well to the south of Mexico moving away, and then another one hardly even worth mentioning. Bottom line, East Pacific staying busy, but nothing threatening land, and even Hawaii. No problems with any systems out that way as they look to stay far and away from the string of pearls. All right, well, that's it for me for today. Thanks as always for tuning in. I am Mark Suttoth for HurricaneTrack.com and, of course, Hurricane Pro and HD. I'll be back at you later in the week as 98L develops.